And we're back with Nico, Mariel, and Marisol Zuniga Castaneda, the president and vice president of Student Government Association. Before we get into that, just tell us each of you, why you chose Marymount, what you study here, maybe what else you're involved with around campus.
Yeah, of course. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Nicholas Mariel. I come from San Juan, Puerto Rico, majoring in economics, minoring in international business, and the proud president for the student government. The reason I came to Marymount, I wanted to come to a small school in a great location like DC, and I thought I was going to be a leader here, putting an impact and representing my students to the fullest.
Hi, my name is Marisol Zuniga. I'm Vice President of Student Government, and I'm a biochemistry major with a pre-med minor, and I chose Marymount because I was looking for a school with really small class sizes because I wanted to have one-on-one with my professor. Also, the honors program really drew me in. Just being able to work with professors closely on a topic you're interested in, that really drew me in. And then also the soccer program was something that I was interested here. My soccer coach actually introduced me to the coach of the Marymount women's soccer team at the time, so that's kind of why I chose Marymount.
Could you each tell me a little more about your leadership role now in SGA and maybe why you decided to run?
Yeah, so for myself, I'm president. The real reason I wanted to run is I saw some deficiencies coming up freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. I thought, I graduated from Jesuit High School in Puerto Rico. We were leaders of the community. And I thought with all the knowledge I come from Jesuit High School, I could bring to Marymount. And as well, I'm Hispanic, and I'm all about liveliness and doing something to motivate others, to make them smile. So I thought I had what it take after 3 years at Marymount to do better in student government.
So I decided to run for vice president last semester because I was in student government for 2 years prior as a senator of 2025, and I kind of wanted to get a feel for student government before I reached for a higher leadership position. And once I saw how everything ran, I decided there are things that I liked about the student government at Marymount, but there's certain things I wanted to change, and I think it really worked out well with Nico being president, me vice president, because we kind of work well together, I think, to implement certain things that we've both seen that student government needs to improve on, and the school as a whole. So.
And who else is on the SGA leadership team?
There is Christian. She's the Secretary of Public Affairs. There's Maisha. She's the Secretary. And then there's Nick Blos, and he's the Treasurer.
Now, you guys, and I thought this was great, made the effort this year to meet with each staff department around campus just to, discuss how you can partner, some events and fundraisers you can put on. Who came up with that idea, and what came out of those meetings?
It was a collaboration of the whole. The whole e-board did its job. We share the same ideas. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my team. We thought that if you want to make something happen, you have to work as a whole. You have to work as a team. And it's not only about student government or not only about the students. It's also about the cabinet. We also have to be with the cabinet. We have to be with each department and have a good relationship to make things happen.
And one of the ideas, it sounds like, that came out of some of these meetings is to really emphasize the idea of a class gift more. Not just for your class, but to sort of set a standard moving forward for the student body. This is Day of Giving, so I'd love to hear a little bit more about that and sort of where you're at so far with those plans.
Yeah, so we've been planning. We've been with the director of alumni, Tom. We've been with the cabinet. We've been with the athletic department. It came from, I graduated from a Jesuit high school, like I said. We always gave back to our community. So one class with, let's say, freshman year, you start doing fundraisers, making money, put it in a pot. Once you graduate, you give back to the community via scholarship, or if you want to do a building, go for it. Hopefully my class, we could do that, but we're pretty late in the process. Hopefully Marisol's class could do that. If not, we could aim to the freshman class, but I don't know if Marisol has anything to share on.
Yeah, Nico really brought the idea from his high school, and I think student government as a whole thought it was a great idea, and he's been doing a great job of implementing it, and also bringing in high school students to Marymount just to kind of, the transfer rate is really high right now from freshman to sophomore, so we want to work to reduce that so we can also go out, spread the word about Marymount, tell our experiences, how great Marymount is, that we love it, and maybe more students will come and they'll stay at Marymount. So that's.
What would your advice be to a student that wants to run in a future year for an SGA leadership position, both maybe functionally in terms of the process and how it works, but also what they should be doing around campus leading up to that to sort of work towards that type of leadership role?
So I would say one thing for me is getting super involved. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was kind of passively in student government. So I would go to meetings, but I wasn't really super involved. There wasn't any initiatives or anything I was really striving for. I just was trying to meet new people. So I would say getting involved in as many different clubs as possible, or just targeting one or two so that you're really able to get involved, because I know with student government I started off not really being involved as much, but now taking more of a leadership role, it's allowed me to kind of be more immersed in the experience. And then for like campaigning, it's just talking to students. You shouldn't really like hide behind a screen. Just go out and talk to students, see what they like, things like that.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I'd say to students, take one step at a time. It's a small and slow process, but you're still going to make an impact. Be confident about yourself. Take SGA an opportunity where you can make friends, where you can make connections. At the long run, connections is what helps you. Networking is what helps you. Hopefully, you can come to student government with the right mindset as well, just because it's like a stepping stone to life. Life is not hard. Student government is not hard. You have a lot of people talking on top of you, but you have to remain calm and do your thing. So I think student government is the right path for someone who wants to make a difference in the community.
Just last question for each of you. What do you want to do after Marymount now, and how has this experience in student government helped prepare you for that?
So my next step would be med school. So my ultimate goal is to be a neurosurgeon, and that just kind of stemmed from interest in medicine, and the brain really fascinates me because so much is still not known about it. And I would be interested in research as well, but just I want to be able to work with people and heal them in a sense, but the only way I'll be able to do that is with obtaining enough knowledge to be able to do that. So that's my next step, and the way Marymount has helped me is I've learned to talk to people more and to be able to be a better listener, because I feel like I used to just talk over people, and that's not really what you would want from a doctor. So Marymount has helped me kind of learn to listen to people and really take in what they say. So.
Yeah, for myself, I've always been the person who wants to make an impact on our community. So I started doing an internship this summer with a company called Circo. We're a federal contractor. So right now I'm doing supply chain and logistics analyst for the U.S. Navy. I always wanted to serve our nation, but I think this is the right way for me to serve. Working for Team Submarine, being able to work with them, it's just a fantastic opportunity. And also, I want to be, in the future, of course, a CEO if I could be that. Right now, I'm doing e-commerce business with Manuel Gannard. He's part of Marymount men's soccer team. We're doing coffee. Hopefully that goes well. And hopefully we could start scholarships for Hispanic individuals.
Well, thank you both. And again, the staff has definitely noticed, I think, the positive impact SGA is making this year. So that's been great to see. And we'll be right back.